All right, my friends, we got a good one here for you today. Let's jump right in to Port Lab. That's right, we're going to give Port Lab Hardmode a little bit of a run here today. I've been stockpiling myself Genesis weapons. Got a good little situation going on right here. In addition to all of this, actually, I need to do some quick swap outs here before we run over. I want to make some good progress if we can over in the Port Lab. I want to start working on reputation just a little bit. I think we're pretty well situated for that with these transport hub runs and some of the other things that we've been doing. Been able to stockpile a little bit more Genesis weapons, which has certainly helped us to be able to navigate that. So I'm pretty excited about the opportunity to do that. Let me go ahead and also drop a few of our guns off over here. And I want to work up some tickets. Again, I want to get some lab reputation going and all sorts of those good things that we have to do. After that, I want to talk, and I'm going to wrap up in our free-to-play here. I'm going to wrap up Operation Purge. We did end up making it to the 10,000 reputation points. So I'm very, very excited about that. We're going to go buy a couple of things. I actually will be able to get 2 more boss fights in as well. So I'm going to grab a little bit more from them when that's all said and done. But I want to try to go. I want to at least try to get these first 2 sectors complete here on the hard mode, get our bonus points, and see. Ooh, so this is kind of interesting. 20 raw meat, 5 lenses, and 20 leather for 20 gas. Seems kind of interesting. Then we got rubber parts, copper, and thermite to get to either some tickets, fun thingies, cards, or our refills. So I'm gonna head here. Let's take a quick look. I think I like what we got. Nemesis, they can avoid fatal damage. Bloodlust, that's all fine. Advanced medicine is fine to be in there. Not gonna worry about the housekeeping. So we're all queued up here. And again, I'm going right in. Now the good part here is we have, as of the recording of this, I do have 14 hours left. This resets for me in 11 hours. So if I did want to come back and try to utilize some of the benefits of the Port Lab buffs right now, I could do that. But I think we're in actually good shape to make some moves here. So I'm pretty excited. Oh, and we got Pass, Restoration, and Sprinter. This is enemies' damage is increased by 15%. They take 50% less from melee. Don't need to worry about that. Drop below 30 damage increases, and this one sucks. Attacks restore health. So I'm going to take Pass here. I am going to take Pass, and in we go. Now I want to try to avoid that guy hitting me with the sticky acidness. And then we're in business. Now I did bring some beans with me. Try to make this a pretty efficient run, I will say, as best we can. Make sure that, getting our monies out of this. Our value, as I like to say. Making sure we're using our equalizers up as best we can. The hard part with the equalizers ends up being is you miss a lot of shots. That really is the only true downside of this weapon. If you have the perk where you don't miss shots in Port Lab, that's why this is so good. I got really close to getting infected there, and I don't even really feel like I was inside of that. And I did not bring anything to prepare myself for that either, so... Yeah, but there's a perk where you don't miss any bullets, and it makes this event absolutely astronomically great. I'm going to be jumping over after I finish this here and making sure that we get it done on our main account. This is the best time, absolutely best time. Make sure that you can get in, get this stuff done. All right, got the melter. Avoid that. I want to avoid the slasher if I can. I really just don't want to get my armor melted here. It's kind of the big deal. I can deal with some more damage. I can deal with taking this guy out. That was a little close. That was a little bit close. Power up. We're looking good, making good good progress here. Okay, well, that one I kind of took on the chin accidentally. I meant to sidestep outside, and I sidestepped right into him. That is not good. Let's go ahead. Let's actually open up this last door over here. What do we got in here? You, sir. This guy will probably finish off the last bit of my armor. Or he won't. He's just dead. Okay. Making good progress. Should be able to pick up some carbon composite and a handful of other things here. I am going to go ahead and just swap our armor. That just makes the most sense. Queue up our heals. That rocking and rolling. I should have not queued up my new armor, maybe. Alright. There we go. Slashers. You can be dead. Trying to use up again our heals. Just trying to focus in here a little bit. This is not my first time clearing these sectors in hard mode here on free to play, but it's not often, right? And so I want to make sure that I'm just being efficient, utilizing our weapons, making sure that we're getting the value out of all that stuff. Trying not to use this to the point where I miss a ton of shots. When you see yourself start to miss quite a bit, you gotta rein it back in. Let's dodge you. And you're dead, sir. Okay, made pretty quick work of this first section here. I do wish that the Seaburn combat armor with the built-in respirator would make it so that I don't take spores. But that is not the case, friends. That is not the case, in case you did not know. Which is really unfortunate. Spore spreaders, I don't mind those guys too much. You just gotta keep your distance when they're making themselves a smelly mess. This is terrible. This whole thing is terrible. There goes my armor. Basically. Yeah, that stinks. A lot of my heals, too. I really don't like this spore trap right here. This might be the worst spore trap in the game, in my opinion, because in a situation like that right there, we just did not have the chance to dodge really anything. That's pretty frustrating, not gonna lie. We ran, we got spored, and then I got spit on anyways. I got the worst of all the worlds, and none of the value. Now, here's what pass does, in case you're unfamiliar. You get to open this up. So that is pretty cool. And I guess we're going to run these two sets of armor down until they are nothingness. Let's see if we get any good perks here. No longer hungry or thirsty. Does this, does that. Yep, we are definitely taking Thorns. Thorns is a fantastic perk as well. So did pretty good on our perk roll here. Pretty happy about. He takes some reciprocal damage from this. Here's where I have to be careful, because now I can pretty easily die. Alright, let's throw this armor on. It can take all the 2 shots it's going to take. Go on our business. I do like how efficiently the equalizers do melt these guys. I don't even think that guy hit me, did he? These guys are being extra aggressive. Like, this guy didn't spit at all, did he? He did now. Jeez, man. Oh, that is that. I mean, it's the only reason truly that happens is we're just out of armor. So that is the unfortunate truth of what can happen while you're there. But since we are back, I'm going to pretend that I planned that. I meant to die. I didn't mean to die. Not at all. And no one will convince you of that on the internet either. But while we are back, I'm going to top up on some beans. I'm going to make sure that my doggos are prepped up and ready to go, although they're not going to help me a ton. But we can have them in here. And more importantly than that, I want to showcase and share with you, once I delete these, how we sat for Operation Purge. So I'm very, very excited about this. Ooh, you know what? Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel first. We're going to spin the old wheel. Okay. A little bit of turkey action. Not bad. Gobble, gobble. Pretty happy with that. Ooh, what buffs do we have? Man, we're just getting all the goods. Energy, find a weapon, and experience. So I'll just grab my energy later, but here's how we end up sitting. Boom, baby. Max value. Okay, yeah, we did end up being able to finish this on free to play. I'll give some of my thoughts on probably when we wrap it up on our main account, because we did also get the pass for that. We've made some progress with that. You know, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Let's take all the stuff here. We're going to take all the things. We got a fresh set of armor. We got some more Genesis stripes. We got a drone blueprint. We got 2 regular blueprints. We got a lieutenant card. We got some season points. This is fine. It's nothing crazy. Like, the armor's cool. I really like the drone blueprint personally. Some springs is nice. I do wish this was still opened up at the back end, but the good part about this means is I have 814 stripes, which means, ladies, gentlemen, we are grabbing ourselves the explosive storage. That's right. Very, very cool. Super, super excited about this. The other thing that I do end up wanting to grab, and I will make sure to complete my boss fights, is I really do want these 2 drone blueprints. I think this is huge for us. So I look forward to very, very, very much in the near future doing a big drone blueprint opening up with this on this account, because look at that. We have a handful of them as it sits. So very excited about that. Really, really stoked. And let's go ahead and also get this placed. Where do I want to put my explosive storage? Interestingly enough, I kind of want to put my explosive storage around here a bit. I'll put it right here, maybe? Is that too close to stuff? No, that should be fine. It's kind of cool that you get some of these things. The good part for us here is we have some other stuff that we can toss in here. That's nice. I'm gonna go ahead, boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, is this the absolute best storage in the whole wide world? It is not. It is not. But the upgrade from the Genesis shop actually does help make it pretty decent. I won't still say it's, again, fantastic or amazing or any of that stuff, but I will say that it is nice. The extra boost to it is pretty nice. So, all right, we're armored up here. Let me run back on over. Let me just also make sure I've got all of my Genesis weapons, because I am trying to go deep into this. Let's grab that, and let's grab a shotgun as well. I think that's fine. Bring a few additional Ultramon with us. Oh, do I need... Yeah, that'll be fine. I'm trying to think if I needed regular med kits, but I think it should be good to that. All right, we'll run back over here. We'll get our stuff. We'll see you back as we finish up the rest of Part Alpha. All right, we're back in. We've got our stuff. Everything is properly secured, and we're going to finish off that Toxic Spear. Now, we have a handful of tasks left to get complete here. I'm going to work on those. can also take down these big explodey babies with the proper weapon setup, I will say. Fortunately, our dog there did not help me out. Well, he did help me out by not helping me out by helping me out. You know what I mean? He didn't do the thing I wanted him to do. If you get them low enough, you can then use the sniper rifle to finish them off. It's a pretty effective way to then not have to deal with the parasites that come out. It's also a good use of the sniper rifle. The sniper rifle for the Genesis weapons, not particularly great, unfortunately. That's not saying it's bad by any means. It's just not that good, at least in my opinion. I do think it could be better. I think the fire rate on it needs to get jacked up pretty significantly, to be honest. And that's just is what it is. Oh, and it wasn't my doggo, it was me with the armor. Duh. Doggo's not going to do that much damage. Now, these spore spewers are, geez, pretty annoying. What is going on here? All right, it's finally down. I do really, really like the neutralizer pistols here. Like a lot. They're probably my favorite weapon, just because of the consistency for the hits, and they do really, really solid damage. So you need to chill out, my friend. That guy needs to take a seat and chill out, you know? So we do have damage, which is why we're going to take the time here to clear everything out that we can. Get it all completed up. I do not want to get hit by this guy if I can avoid it. Trying to keep our distance here. And I like using this room, personally. I like to just run around there. It's a really good spot. I will bring a lot of the zombies back. Consider it my own small way of kind of wall tricking a bit by just moving them around and constantly shooting them in the face. We're getting lots of zombies here. It's good, I guess, for what we need to do. Avoid the spit at all costs. It's not good for your health, literally and figuratively. There we go. Our heals up. And why am I leaving all of this stuff on the ground? Honestly, I don't have storage space. That's a big reason why, if I'm being honest. And it's easy to come back through. I didn't see any additional or hard or new enemies in sectors, which makes which lets me know that basically that's going to be clear from once we cleared the zone or the sector or the portion. You can go back and just kind of run back through, grab everything. With pass, I'm gonna have to kind of do that anyways, so that'll work out pretty good. We'll see what we get collected here after we finish up. Just a couple of rooms left. Oh, I really want to show. Okay, let me get them down here, or her, they, them, down to 59. I feel like everybody's moving today. That's not gonna work. I wasn't quick enough. I was trying to get it into my little slot, and yeah, I could have just clicked it over, but I didn't. We're out of our element today, folks. That's what it is. We're in a funk, I guess. Don't know why, but I'm funkin' nevertheless. Nonetheless. All right. Now for here. Okay, good. Nothing super annoying here. I think we just got the damage complete, which is really nice. We should have just sectors to go now. Keeping everything straight. Done a good job of not using a ton of crazy heals, which is pretty nice. Let's take a quick look at where we're at for these. Okay, yeah, we just need to pass sectors, so Doing really good here. All right, got them finished off. I do like to kind of clear everything out. Now, you could certainly save some weapons by not doing some of the side rooms. That is also definitely an option. Okay, let's see if I can manage it this time around. I need one more hit here, and this should do enough damage. Boom! Boom! Utilizing the old sniper rifle. Come in pretty big handy, my friends. Pretty big handy. Handy dandy. Now this one, we're just gonna let her do her thing. Now we do have the old parasites to take care of. Those are down. You can also kite pretty well around that room, just in the center there like you were seeing me do. It's not a bad spot either. Sometimes get a little tight, especially if there's multiple spitters in there. It can be a little tough sometimes, just because there are acids all over the floor, you're running into it. I find that to be one of like the easiest ways that I die, as I was especially doing a lot of my grinds here. Was not necessarily by enemies hitting me, but just like the unknown hazards or the things on the ground that sometimes in the heat of the moment you just don't necessarily pay as much attention to, you know? Okay, let's finish this up. Let's take a boss down. Let's have ourselves a nice little day, wrapping up some seasonal progress. Now this is definitely more interesting on hard mode, on regular mode. Ooh, barely made that one. Wow. That was very close. I did not make that one. Okay. We could just revive. I am out of my element today. It happens, folks. It happens. Just not as laser focused as we need to be. Get this done. I can run back up there, not a problem. But I am running low on equalizers. And maybe I want to swap over. I might just want to do this one with the pistols. You can control your damage that you deal a whole lot better by doing that. And what happens in this boss fight is when they get down to specific sets of health, right around the 900-ish or so mark, and then back again at like 700-ish and 400 or so, he's going to do a ground pound insta kill with that large radius. So you really need to be timing your shots. You need to have a clear path. What also I think trips up a lot of players is don't get wrapped up with the fact that you might run into the electricity beams. As long as you don't step in water after that point, you should be fine. If you do step in the water, what's going to end up happening is you get paralyzed, and then obviously the boss can come and make quick work of you. But you can take the increase, you can kind of tank the increased damage without having to be too worried about ending up and dying at that point. So just kind of keep that in mind. And again, I think we're going to go ahead and just run straight pistolas for this one. I think that makes the most sense. All right, let's get in, try this boss fight one more time. All right, we're in, we're rocking, we're rolling. Here we go. Oh, did get hit here. We're gonna just put the damage in. Okay. There we go. Perfect. We got ourselves stunned down. Man, it happened again. Okay. You don't really want to get yourself in a position where you I'm dead. Okay, not dead. Fine. Here we go. All right. Now we're in good shape here. Now we just literally just fight the guy and heal. This is the best method here. Woo! Okay. Sometimes it can be a little nerve-wracking. Sometimes a little nerve-wracking. Very nice, very nice. Great rewards here. Really, really good. You can then walk yourself into this, and you can get stunned. Get yourself unlocked from that point. We did pretty good. We got quite a few weapons left. So I'm actually pretty interested to see here how far we can continue to get. What else do we have? We have disaffection, reduces enemies' health in the sector by 25%. Kind of interesting. So we will take this one. I am going to go ahead and leave you to it and go from there. But what I want to do first, just while we are with you, is just run through. I should have a pretty good stockpile, I would say, of... Oh, actually, I probably can't do this, can I? Mr. Doggo, here, you're going to have to help me. There we go, bud. Let's just put a couple weapons down with you, sir. Now we should be able to grab everything. I want to grab up all our badges here and access cards. Let's see how much reputation we got. Made good progress here. We got all of that done. All of the daily, or the seasonal tasks complete for Port Lab, which is really nice. That should give us some good reputation bump. Ooh, wow, a hard drive from that is great. That is really rare. You do not see these often from chests like that, which is superb, in my opinion. Let's see what else we're going to pick up. Regent is really good. What else do we got here? This is the beauty of the pass here, and pass is pretty good, I would say, for free to play. It's obviously not the best or most desired perk, I would say, out of all of them, but it is really nice, especially if you're going to do full clearance, because you can really get a lot of value off of the things that you're picking up, which is nice. You get the extra crates, you get some of the extra bonuses. Okay. The other nice part here is I would pretty well fully expect that we've cleared both of these. We should see enough cards to open up this crate, which is really nice. These are some of the best crates in the game, in my opinion. Well worth the grind that it takes to get them. All right, we got some inhalers there, which is really good, helping us out for the old northern island region. I said northern region. You know what I meant. You know what I meant. I'm off of it today, folks. I'm losing it. I'm tired. I am tired. Let's wrap this up. See how we did. Transparently, I don't really care about those. I don't actually need a ton of pipes. These I do care about. Okay, well, I guess we're coming back. But we got a full stack of 50, which is good. Let's see what else. Some yumminess. Should have planned a little bit better before going on this escapade. Grabbing all of the things. That's good too. Very nice. Pretty good. Okay, so that's the haul for through the first two. Pretty good. We got a full stack of employee badges. We got the data disk as well, and then one hard drive from one of those crates. Got some rubber hose. Got a flight controller from the boss. Then a handful of other things. And then we did pick up enough tickets to be successful with opening this crate. So pretty excited about that. That seems pretty good. And again, I am going to take some time, see if we can't clear the rest of it. We'll certainly let you know how it goes. Hopefully having a good finish to Operation Purge, or maybe by the time you watch this, it might already be over. So hopefully you enjoyed. I'll give some thoughts and some comments. We'll do another video on our main account, just talking about the pass and all that good stuff. And then lots more Last Day on Earth content coming to you this week. So be sure, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. We'll wrap it up. Catch you next one. Peace.